Hello everyone, and we're back here in Unlimited Racing 2D Championship Season 5. We're here with some changes and some things staying the same. Most notably, the tyre wear has significantly become less durable, Now we've gone to softer tyres. However, we've not had a rule regulation change, so that's interesting. As you can see, we've got the fastest cars that we've ever had, starting off with Mercedes. They've managed to do some good upgrades. Esteban Ocon keeping his seat, renewing his contract. However, Pierre Gasly obviously was really angry and fairly frustrated that he was beaten by his teammate his teammate Esteban Ocon, and Pierre Gasly, as a result of that, has left. Guan Yu Zhou fills his seat, with Red Bull literally keeping themselves the same lineup as they've always had. Only difference, slightly more upgraded car. Ferrari, they've gone for a completely new lineup in Jehan Daruvalla and Robert Schwartzman. That Ferrari car also going through a lot of upgrades. McLaren just waiting for some new rules. No, they've not changed anything. Same can be said for Apple Alpine. However, they're going to be trying to go for their 4th consecutive Drivers and Constructors World Championship. Imagine that. Aston Martin making a few upgrades, keeping the lineup of Oscar Piastri and Antonio Giovinazzi. As I previously said, Pierre Gasly, now at AlphaTauri, let's see what he can do next to his new teammate Lance Stroll. AlphaTauri making some gains. Alfa Romeo staying the same, only difference being Max Verstappen and Carlos Sainz signing a new 2-year deal. Williams, they've managed to upgrade the car fairly well. Keeping Sergio Perez, however, Liam Lawson, getting his chance in Unlimited Racing 2D, replacing Mick Schumacher, who's now gone to Haas. Dan Ticktum, also at Haas, Haas going with an all-new fresh drive lineup, making a little, some upgrades. Well, they, don't be surprised if they make more. Pre-season here at Spain, as always. The usual stuff, drivers just getting ready for this Grand Prix. Let's see what we can get, Honestly, I can't wait. Everyone unsurprisingly on the softs. Looks like Sergio Perez is really quick down the straight. Honestly, we could see 5 or 6 teams battling for the driver's title this year, because so many teams have managed to get such good cars. It's like now people are beginning to catch up to Alpine, which is great news for us as spectators, but not such good news for Alpine. There you can see further at the back, Dan Ticktum just getting used to his car, Still a young driver. Obviously, as is pre-season, we have that slightly longer format of qualifying. We will be trying this format though at a few races, 3 races I think we'll be trying this, this longer qualifying format. It's going to be interesting. The fans, they're going to be happy with what they're getting, the money that they're getting. It's going to be even more worth it. George Russell though, I can't really say who's going to be on pole, because obviously it's not about who's first on the driver on the track, but it's basically about who can set the fastest lap time. Who knows? Maybe that's Dan Ticktum who's managed to set the fastest lap time. Maybe George Russell's going to be starting P5. What do we know? But obviously, it does look like George Russell will be in and amongst the top, the top drivers. Charles Leclerc, who is the reigning world champion, not having the best preseason. Once Dan Ticktum crosses the line, we'll be able to see everyone's lap times and where everyone's managed to finish. There it is. So, wow. This has been a really interesting qualifying. Sergio Perez pole, Verstappen P2, Russell P3, Sainz P4, Ocon P5, Ricciardo P6, Leclerc P7, Bottas P8, Piastri P9, Albon P10, Zhou P11, Lawson P12, Giovinazzi P13, Gasly P14, Schwartzman P15, Stroll P16, Norris P17, Deruval P18. 2 Asses of Schumacher and Ticktum in last. Anyways, let's head on to this race now. Lights out and away we go here. At Catalunya. Looks like it's a really good start for Max Verstappen. Takes the lead of turn 1. Carlos Sainz tries to follow him. Sergio Perez, can he go around the outside? He's going to try it. George Russell's there. No. Unlucky with that. Really unlucky. Verstappen just has his lead. Just trying to open up the gap. Carlos Sainz. He really wants that P2. And from the signs of pre-season so far, it looks like, Alfa Romeo are the faster team between themselves and Alpine. Although Esteban Ocon, I think he's going to be, definitely in for a shout for the championship this year. Down the inside, Ocon goes on Verstappen. Remember, this is only pre-season though, so maybe teams have got, engines turned down. The soft tyre runners now are pitting, which is really interesting. Are we going to be seeing 4 to 5 pit stops in a race this season? Because only 2 laps has passed. Maybe it's technically thinking. Ocon round the outside of Carlos Sainz. Can he get the move done? Yes, he can. And manages to defend really well as well. Whilst this is all happening though, just watch on your mini-map. The driver in first is Charles Leclerc. Will he pit or will he stay out? He stays out. Charles Leclerc does stay out. Which is interesting. Esteban Ocon is the driver leading out of the drivers who have already pitted. I think he'll be able to catch up to Charles Leclerc though. If not this lap, definitely final lap. Because the hards now, they're really fading away, although now they're at the state that the softs were at, so I think the hards are going to be really crucial this year. I can't remember who won pre-season last year, but if memory serves me correct, I think it may have been a Mercedes. I'm not quite sure. Here's the battle for the lead. Esteban Ocon around the outside. Goes slightly wide, but manages to take P1. Ocon now can just cruise to a nice win in pre-season. Further back though, Russell and Verstappen battling. 2 drivers who I guess you could say underachieved last season. Anyways, we're going to watch Esteban Ocon win the pre-season round. Not big celebrations, obviously, it's just because, it's pre-season. Some teams may be sandbagging, what do you know? Obviously, that's really encouraging. Guan Yu Zhou, the P11, his teammate. I guess for a rookie, that's alright, Sainz P2, Leclerc P3, Leclerc didn't pit, so it really did get very hairy, Russell P4, Verstappen P5, Bottas and Ricciardo 6th and 7th, Perez P8 because he didn't pit, Lawson P9, Albon P10, Zhou 11th, Stroll 12th, Gasly 13th, Piastri 14th, Schwartzman 15th, Giovinazzi 16th, Norris 17th, Deruval 18th, Ticktum 19th, and Schumacher 20th. So what can we take away from this preseason race? That there are definitely going to be more than 3 teams battling for the championship. Esteban Ocon's still quick, although the Alphas and Alpines, as long as they can, turn up the engines, I feel feel like they're sandbagging a little bit. But as long as they can turn up to every race, I think they're still going to be favourites. Williams, they have an outside chance of winning a few races with Perez. As we saw today, Perez was always in the top 3. It was just because of the wrong strategy why he ended up finishing P8. At the further back, I think Haas, they're going to need some upgrades, you know. Whether the upgrades will take them out of last, I think it will, but obviously we'll see. Ferrari have improved a little bit, but because other teams have improved, it's hard to tell. McLaren, again, they've just stayed the same, so not really much to say about them. And yeah, Red Bull, I guess you could say, are in the middle of Williams and the front 3. Thank you for joining me for this Grand Prix, and I can't wait to see you next time for the first round of the season. Thank you and goodbye.